Saint Germain, the many shall overcome the few. I am Saint Germain. I come at this time, in these times that are expressing great change, across not only this country where many of you find yourselves now, but across the entire planet. Many changes. Many changes that are seemingly not what you are wanting to happen, but knowing that these are changes that must happen. For it cannot be stopped. For the light coming into this planet, raising the vibrations, raising the consciousness of this planet and all within this planet, all must rise as one. So great many changes are in process right now. You have been told to prepare for those changes, never knowing when indeed they will happen. But I tell you now, they are happening in this moment, many things yet behind the scenes. But for those that do have eyes to see and ears to hear, you can find these truths. They are there. And all you need to do is what is being called connect the dots, as many across the planet now are doing. For it is all about the light coming into and illuminating the darkness everywhere, and the darkness fading away more and more. But before it fades away, it first must come into the light and experience the light, experience the higher vibrations. And then have a choice, to go into those higher vibrations and be within that light or fade away from it. And yes, many have decided already to fade away from the light. They do not want to be within the light. Think of many of them as the vampires within your fables, in your stories. They fall away from the light. They cannot handle the light. They fall away from the higher vibrations because they cannot handle the higher vibrations, and as the earth, as Gaia, indeed continues to rise in vibration, leaving less and less space for those of lower vibrations. It is destined. You are destined, all of you. All of you that resonate to these words are destined to be a part of this great changeover that is happening. But many of you are being more a part of it than you even begin to understand at this time. Some of you step out and are more vocal about standing up for yourselves, to declaring your freedom, your sovereignty. And others of you find that you are working with energy. You are working with the light. You are working with vibration within yourself. And as you focus within yourself, raising the vibration within yourself, you raise the vibration for all of humanity, all of life here on this planet. So, as we have said many times, you are all doing your part. But whatever that part is, know it is what you are supposed to do if you are following your guidance. If you are shying away from that guidance, then you are indeed not following it. So feel it. Know it within yourself. Hear those wee small whispers within that tell you it is time to move forward in whatever way that might be. As was said some time ago, you have your marching orders. They are not orders from us. They are orders from within yourself, from your own higher self to follow, to move forward, however that might be. But there is need for those of you, the boots on the ground, to rise up as one nation, as one world, rising up and saying, no more. Saying, enough is enough. And not giving in. Not giving in to the system. Not even becoming a part of the system any longer. For this system must fall. It has to. It cannot sustain itself much longer. And you have a great deal of help that is coming from every direction, even though they cannot go against the prime directive. They cannot directly interfere in your soul advancements. But they can intercede when they are asked to do so, whether it is the Galactics, or us the Ascended Ones. We can all intercede when asked. And the Agarthans as well. All are here to assist this process. And all of us have been assisting in various ways, more ways than you can possibly imagine. For if it were not for the Galactics themselves, this system, this planet even, would not even be here. It would have been destroyed long ago. And civilization as you know it would have been gone. That was the plan, or their plan, those of the forces of darkness. Their plan, as you know it, was for depopulation of the planet. Where they then could control a small group of slaves. But that was not going to happen. And in the various councils that came together bringing the decision forward that this would never happen. It would never be allowed. For mankind, humanity must continue on this planet. So you have a great deal of help much behind the scenes. But all of you, each and every one of you, have a great part to play in this to bring about freedom. Freedom as those of the founding fathers of this country meant to have here. But not only this country, it spreads through the entire planet. The fathers of this country had a mission. They set forth that all men were created equal. All of mankind are equal. In the eyes of the Father God, and the One, the Creator being. And it is not for man to establish otherwise. But try, they have. And in many cases they have succeeded for some time. But those times now are over. They cannot continue to sustain the control they have over the population. For they are few. And you are many. And the many shall overcome the few. I tell you now, rise up in whatever way that you know to do, and do not go gently into the night. Be those ones you came here to be, to bust this system wide open. For without you, who? I leave you know in peace, and love, and oneness. I am your Saint Germain, always here to be with you, and even more so in the coming times ahead.